Welcome back to the Simpleton podcast. In this week's episode, we beg the question, what does it really mean to go ape mode? I'm Jack, and with me as always, my co-host and fellow apist, the monkey from Night at the Museum. Hello, monkey from Night at the Museum.
Hello.
Whew.
So what we wanted to talk about some monkey stuff today, didn't we?
Yeah, we're just gonna go full ape mode today.
Yeah, maybe.
All monkeys all the time.
I was thinking a good place to start, I think, would be.
Are we gonna just jump in with the suicide or?
Well, well, yeah. If you want to start with that, you can, because that one I didn't get to research very much. You seem to be the
You
expert
didn't
on the
get to
subject.
You didn't get to research the Philippine tarsier? I don't
No.
know if that's how you pronounce the word. Philippine tarsier. But basically, these ugly little spuds, they're these little tiny monkeys, and they live in the Philippines, right? There's like woods full of them, right? And they're very antisocial. They're very awkward creatures. And basically, if a human, not even just a human, like anything, right? If something looks at them the wrong way, or if they hear a weird sound, or if they just hear a bump, or if they look at another one, they get so freaked out, they run to the nearest tree and start bashing their heads in until they
I
die.
mean, I feel like we've all been there.
They're known as I believe they're just called like known as the suicide monkeys, but they just get very like self-conscious. They're like very weird creatures, but it's honestly kind of funny.
Is it? Is it funny? Like, does this make you laugh?
I mean, just the thought of one of those things, like, like if I were like
I mean,
walking around,
they are kind of creepy. I'll be real. Like, they're not like the capuchin monkey, which is kind of cute, which is what I am. But they're like they kind of look like the lemurs from Madagascar, but creepier.
wait, was one of your monkey topics about the monkey at night at the museum?
No, it was not.
Because you knew what kind of monkey that
You don't know
was.
what
I'm
I
kind
just know
of
capuchins off. They're just the best monkeys.
ooh,
Unlike
like
these, unlike these
no,
suicide
no.
monkeys.
With the suicide, okay, no, but like think about it like this, right? Like imagine like you're walking through the woods or the forest, right? Wherever these little uglies live, right? Like 9 out of 10 times, I guarantee whatever made this thing kill themselves because they're really tiny did not even see the monkey, right? So like imagine you're walking through the woods and then you just hear like out of nowhere you just hear something scuffling away from you and then banging its head on a tree, and I imagine it sounds like a hollow coconut and then eventually just
Like, how would you feel if you're being taken like on a tour through the woods? You're like, all right, we have to be quiet. We're approaching the tarsier. We don't want to scare it. And then it's looking at all the people and it's kind of ooh, 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 and then it looks at you and it just kills itself right on the spot. How would you feel?
I would probably feel really ugly.
You were
And I
so
would
ugly
probably
that he
go home
died.
and look at myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like, no, but see, this is how I always wanted to do it. Like, I imagine being a tour guide, right? Like, like at like any zoo or like Disney World, like any theme park, right? And they have like a little area where there's animals and you're in a little tram thing and you're like going through and there's the tour guide telling you about each of the animals, right? I would want to do that, but just go through an area where the suicide monkeys live, right? And once, we stop the little tram thing, and I pull up the walkie and I
Mhm.
go, all right, everybody, be cool. And then
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of them, they just mass suicide.
I think if you like got like one of those supersonic jets and you just launch it like above their forest, they would just all fall down out of the trees at once because they all just their heads just exploded from sheer
It's like the
stress.
like do you think it would be a crime in the Philippines to like let's say you don't
Probably.
even know that they live there, right? But like what if you accidentally stumble across an area where these things are inhabited, right? And you
Yeah.
just make a noise and then you like make these things like mass suicide, right? Would it like is that a crime if you
I
didn't
mean,
know? Because I imagine they have like it closed off, but like let's say it's not closed off.
you will probably be punished. But I mean, but if you're going out there intentionally with a supersonic jet and you're trying to mass extinction speedrun, I think then yeah, you might be hit with a
Mass
little bit.
extinction. Well, you know what? I'm proud to say I would do it.
You would go for the speedrun world record?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like, but see, that's the thing. You just have to make a loud enough noise. You could kill hundreds of these things.
Man,
One time I was like obsessed with finding a video of one of these things killing themselves, but killing themselves,
really?
but like you can't find the actual thing. And like
Why would
there
you
was
want to
one
see
night
that?
where because it honestly, Zach, like honestly, it sounds hilarious. Like, do you not think that just sounds like the funniest
Um,
thing?
in
Like a little
concept,
tiny, like you've seen how ugly they look. They look disgusting. They have like
but
big old knobby eyes. Like their eyes are too big for their bodies, right? You would not want to see that thing bash its head into a
I
tree.
mean, well, no, I mean, well, not really, no. I mean,
I mean, you don't think that's funny?
I mean,
I
how?
think that's hilarious.
Okay, I'll let you.
Like sometimes, like I'm up at night just laughing to myself over
I think
the
I know who
visual.
the fan favorite is on this podcast after this one.
Oh, is it you?
Yeah, because I
No,
don't want
because
to see
no,
monkeys kill themselves.
no. The other day, like I'm not even kidding, right?
No.
I heard some feedback from the first episode,
Oh,
and the person that I got feedback from said you were the fan favorite,
is that
and
so?
yeah, no, it was kind of upsetting because it was my own sister, but that's true. She did say that you were like you did really good in
Well,
that first
I mean,
one.
she's used to you, so she's probably like, I don't want to hear this guy again on this podcast.
Like
New voice.
I think she compared us to the I'm trying to figure out how to put this. She compared us to I think the Gus and Eddie podcast, which I don't know a lot about, but all I know is Gus is the Gus Johnson. He forced himself to make like didn't he force his girlfriend to like have an abortion? And that's the one she compared me to.
Uh, I don't know
I was,
about all that. All I'm thinking is, what is the capuchin from Night at the Museum without Ben Stiller? I mean, come on. It's a two-man thing.
it's funny that you bring that up.
Uh-huh.
Because there was this one time where me and Zach actually did just slap each other like repeatedly, like that scene in Night at the Museum.
Yeah, yeah, that did happen.
Wait, isn't that what happened? Wait, hold on.
No,
Wait,
I think you're mixing that up with another story.
wait. No, no. Did no, hold on. There are three things that could have happened in that movie, right?
Yeah,
Either Ben Stiller and the monkey were slapping each other repeatedly, right?
no, that did
Or
happen.
or wait, what?
That did happen. That was in all the trailers.
Okay, because I was also going to say, or it's possible that they were both peeing on each other.
Okay, that does. I wouldn't put it.
I mean, I don't think Ben Stiller pulled his dick
Yeah,
out
no,
and
I
peed
don't
on a
think he
monkey in
peed
that
on the
movie.
monkey. I would believe it. I would believe the monkey peed on him, though.
The monkey peed on him. So it wasn't like the monkey peed on him and then he
I mean,
peed on the monkey
yeah,
back.
I don't know that happened, but that does seem like it would happen in that movie. Um, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Oh, go on.
Oh, no. You had some monkey topics. I was going to make a Zabuma food joke, but he's not even a monkey.
What is a Sabumafu?
He's a lemur.
Oh,
Is a
close
lemur
enough.
a monkey?
I think they're primates, but they're not considered monkeys.
Would you
Apes.
watch Zabumafu move it, or no?
Sure, I don't really know what that entails.
I'm starting to think I'm the fan favorite. That's kind of fucked up.
Okay. I was, monkey see, monkey do, all that. Monkey poos on you. I was
Wait, was
looking
that
up
your
some.
monkey topic?
No,
No, before this, Zach told me that he had a bunch of monkey topics, and
I
that's what he
do.
came out with.
I do. Well,
Okay,
it's a
okay.
transition. It's a segue.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
not
That was a
really.
good segue.
How do you know I haven't gotten into the topic yet?
Well, no, I thought monkey see, monkey do, step in poo is on you. I thought that was your segue.
I, anyways, I was looking up some monkey news because I want to be up to date on the monkey happenings in Monkey Town. So I just want to read this particular article. I just want to read
Okay,
the
before you
title.
read the article, is this something that I can make fun of because it's stupid, or is this like something? I guess I'll find out. You
Yeah,
just read
I'll
it.
let you decide. Here's the title of the article, and it's from news in I think Australia.
Oh
And
my god.
it says monkey bashes seagull to death, comma eats it.
Wait, is that what the title of the article? That's it?
Yeah, and it has a video. In the first first sentence is he's a furious George. Took a video of this monkey on a pole, and he's smashing the seagull to death and eating it.
Wait, why is that funny, but the suicide monkeys to you? How come you don't think the suicide monkeys are funny, but you think that's hilarious?
Well, because suicide's a bit more of a it's like a sadder death. I feel like this is just nature.
Wait, the monkey bashed the seagull to death?
Yeah, he bashed his head in. Do you want to hear this quote from this onlooker?
Wait, hold on, real quick, before you tell me the quote by the onlooker. I like how even the guy writing the article wasn't taking it seriously. He called him a furious George. Like, okay, what was it? What's the quote by the onlooker?
Okay, there's this guy from the UK who's the guy filming. He says, I told Jamie and Dominic look too, so I started filming. When I zoomed in, I could see he was battering the fuck out of this seagull. I couldn't believe I was catching it on video.
Are we supposed to know who Jamie and Dominic are, or is it just assume that is this guy's
I
friends?
think they were just his friends that pointed it out.
Wait, will you read that quote again? I don't think I quite... Okay, go.
I told Jamie and Dominic... I didn't understand what the first sentence meant. I told Jamie and Dominic look too, so I started filming. When I zoomed in, I could see he was battering the fuck out of this seagull. I couldn't believe I was catching it on video.
Wait, what did you say? Whatting the fuck out of it?
Battering the fuck out of it.
Battering? I think I'm gonna start saying that in my everyday life.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the video.
In the Australian accent.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the video, but I've just seen stills from this video, and it's just the most absurd looking thing.
Wait, can we wait? But the video's out there. Like I could watch this.
Yeah, you can watch it. I mean, I'm not saying I recommend it, but
well, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Like, see, that's what I don't understand. Like, how can you read about that and then not want to watch it?
Because I kind of get the full picture. I think the headline's just the funniest part.
Wait, and the Australian guy is the one who filmed the video?
I think it's a guy from the UK, but it's in Australia. It's like an Australian newspaper or something.
We'll share the video to our Twitter page.
We don't have a. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it maybe if I remember. I'll put it in the description.
Well, no, I was thinking maybe we can make a Twitter page
For the dead monkey.
Well, no, I just meant for the podcast
the dead
in
seagull?
general, but just the dead monkey. Well, no, like fuck a podcast Twitter page. We're just gonna have a Twitter page about the. Wait, no, the monkey didn't die.
No, it killed the seagull. Yeah, but they keep comparing it to King Kong, so I'm just in my head. I'm like, does it die at the end? You know.
I don't think the story would be as funny. Did they kill the monkey?
No, it just killed the seagull.
Okay, well, yeah, because I didn't know if it was like a Harambe situation. If they like
saved the seagull, battering the fuck out of it.
Okay.
Wait, it actually says in the article that it's a capuchin. So this is like authentic. You could say this is like canon to Night at the Museum.
Wait, Night at the Museum 4? Seagull bashing?
Didn't they? Did they have 4?
No, I think they only had 3.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
But I would watch Ben Stiller and the little monkey bash a seagull together.
Yeah, he comes up, like, put the seagull down.
Wait, what would you do if you were like just walking the streets of Australia and you see Ben Stiller go, Ben Stiller, and you like, okay, so you're walking and you hear a man, and it turns out to be Ben Stiller, but you hear a man go, "Hey, look at the little fucker I caught." And then you look over, and it's Ben Stiller holding a seagull down by its wings. And the little monkey from Night at the Museum starts running around and goes, "Oh, yeah!" And then he just starts bashing it to death.
He bashes it, and then he eats it. You can't forget the
You
part where he
know, no,
eats it.
he bashes it, and then Ben Stiller and the monkey both eat it
Yeah,
together.
they both start ripping it apart limb from limb.
So you would not try to stop this from happening?
I mean, how would I stop him?
I mean,
I'd just say
I mean,
stop. Like, stop. Why are
clearly
you
at
doing
this
that?
point, yeah, Ben Stiller's deranged. He's holding down a seagull for a
I would
monkey to
think he's
come
on
over
bath
and bash
salts or
into
something.
it.
He's gonna eat my face.
Oh,
The
that's a
monkey.
good callback.
Yeah, it's a good callback to like, it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was in Florida.
Yeah.
Florida man eats doctor's face or something.
Yeah, he's on bath salts.
Little known fact:
Yeah.
Zach was the Florida man.
Yeah, and you were the one with the face.
Yeah, no, I don't have a face.
Yeah, that's why we do a podcast. We don't do a video series
Yeah,
because
because
you don't really have a face anymore.
it's like I don't have a face, and Zach's like the human embodiment of narcolepsy, so we don't want anybody seeing that.
Speaking of narcolepsy, um, not really. Here's another piece of monkey news. This is the other piece of monkey news that I found that was
Wait, did you
interesting.
say monkey nudes or monkey
We don't
news?
currently have any monkey nudes. I think that'll be on our OnlyFans, but
We don't have any monkey cheese pizza.
bringing that back. Of all jokes. So here's another article title. I want to know what you think about this one.
Okay.
This is from a Salt Lake City, Utah local news, local monkey news. Uh, local stores local stores taking coconut milk off shelves linked to monkey labor.
Wait, are the monkeys in like? Do they have like a factory full of monkeys making the milk?
So, and what the article says that there were two PETA undercover investigations in Thailand into this
Mm-hmm.
factory that makes coconut milk, and they found that they were using monkey labor. So now there's a lot of controversy around
Can
this
you did,
seller.
can you describe what they mean by monkey labor?
Sure, yeah. PETA first launched the investigation in 2019 that found monkeys were trained to pick coconuts on almost every coconut farm. When not being forced to pick coconuts, the monkeys were forced to perform for tourists. The animals were kept tethered, chained, or confined in cages when not working. And then in the next sentence is, the coconut industry claimed they had eliminated this practice. So this is
The
like a
coconut.
thing they
Wait,
did.
what is the coconut industry?
The people that pick
Is that like
coconuts and
PETA
like
for Wait,
no like
is that
the
like PETA for coconuts?
what? No, the coconut industry, just like coconut sellers. They pick coconuts in the coconut farms and they sell them around the
Wait,
world.
where did this happen at?
The article is from the U.S. saying that they're not selling the coconut milk from these places in stores anymore because of the
Okay,
investigation in Thailand into this monkey labor.
so it was kind of like those factories like with the people, and they would like kidnap humans and they would like cut their limbs off and sell them to witch doctors.
What the fuck
It
is
was kind of
what?
like that, but with monkeys and coconuts.
What are you talking about?
You know that there were like those factories, and
No.
they would like kidnap multiple humans at a time, and like they would like basically sell the witch doctors. And they would like, let's say the witch doctor needed a foot for a ritual, they had like one on standby, and they would just cut the foot off and give it to the guy.
Uh, no, I'm not aware of that practice.
But
What
anyway,
what do you
monkeys.
mean witch doc? What do you mean witch doc? Like where? Where? What do you like in modern times? What are you talking about?
Mm, I
Where,
mean, yeah,
what?
there's still. I mean, witch doctors are still roam the streets.
Where? Where? Have you
I
seen one?
mean, I don't know what neighborhood you live
Are
in,
you
but
making this up?
no, like okay, like the other day I was looking out my window, and that the witch doctor from Princess and the Frog was literally walking outside my house.
I, okay, I'll choose to.
He was walking around going ooga boo goo.
Mm, that's the sound he made.
Yep.
Okay, did he try to sell you anything?
Yeah, a human foot from the factory.
Oh, okay. Okay, that actually makes sense. But anyway, yeah, I guess that is kind of similar to the coconut industry and what they're doing with these monkeys.
Hmm.
No, would you use monkey labor in your factories? Like, do you think
I
that's
think
unethical?
I think anything involving monkeys is hilarious. Like
Yeah.
when you were telling me about how the monkeys were chained up, I was holding back laughter, and I don't know why. Like it is kind of fucked up. Like that's actually really messed up. But when you were telling me that they had little monkeys chained up, just until they needed their labor, I was
I feel like yeah, I feel like the
like,
smarter the animal is, the funnier. Am
well,
I
because
right
when
with
I
that?
think of when I first think of a monkey, I think of okay, like the monkey from Night at the Museum. Like the classic image is him standing there smiling real big.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think of when I think about a monkey. So I was just imagining a bunch of him chained up and they were all smiling real big.
And they're all
They were
dancing and
just,
they're picking coconuts. You reach out and hand the coconut. Here you go. Here's the coconut.
see, that's funny.
I mean, that is it is kind of funny that they're picking coconuts of all because I think coconuts might be the funniest. Are they fruit? I guess they're fruit. They are like the funniest fruit. I think. Just imagine a coconut falling out of a tree and hitting the monkey on the head. It goes, ooh!
It goes boink,
Yeah, it makes a little cartoon sound effect. I mean,
and then
yeah.
he starts shaking and there's stars going around his head and goes, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, folks, I want you to just know if you think anything we say is fucked up, you have to remember Jack is using cartoon logic. He's basically a
I
cartoon person.
I live in the cartoon realm.
He genuinely does. Like, shit happens to him that, like, I don't believe it, but it is true. Like, it is verifiably true. But it's just like shit that happens in cartoons. Or just like in movies. It's just not reality that he lives in. And I don't know if he understands what reality is.
So you're making it sound like I'm insane. Like this
I
stuff
mean,
really happens.
it does. Well, I mean, the horse thing didn't
That's
happen
your
from
opinion.
last
Oh yeah,
week,
the
but
horse thing was like an exception. And like a lot of our phone calls are kind of exceptions, but a lot of the stuff really does happen. I'm not just lying nonstop.
yeah, no, you can believe him sometimes. But yeah, this coconut thing, uh, fucked up. I mean, do you think monkey labor is ethical? I mean, even if I know you think it's funny, but like, is it okay? You
Well,
think?
I mean, you don't have to pay the monkeys. So I mean,
Well, here's. I just think this is a little weird because it's like,
wait, I mean, do I okay, wait, okay, do I think it's ethical?
uh,
Would I do it? Probably. But do I think it's fucked up? Okay, hold on. I probably would not actually do it.
yeah,
I'm just thinking in like it being comical. Yes, I would do it. But I wouldn't do it I wouldn't actually do it. So it is kind of fucked up. But at the end of the day, you don't have to pay the monkeys.
yeah.
So I kind of see where they're coming from.
Okay, replace monkeys with children, and that's basically what the
Well, I
industrial
mean,
revolution was
like
like.
no, but like when they have kids, like when they're using child labor, most of the time they're giving them like something, like a couple nickels or something. The monkeys don't get shit.
I mean, yeah, but
I mean, like you toss the right kid a penny, and he goes home happy. You don't have to toss the monkey
I
anything.
think the smarter they are, the more miserable they can possibly be. I think monkeys
Wait,
are
so
just a
you're
little
saying
too smart.
monkeys are smarter than children?
In some cases. Well, no, I mean, I'm not saying. When did I say child labor was okay?
Well, you were. I was trying to. I was
I'm just
trying
drawing
to like.
comparisons. I'm just saying.
I was well no because I was explaining why I understand why they would think this monkey business is okay because you don't have to pay the monkey anything, and then you said, well, I would prefer to do child labor. So I was just trying to go. I was saying whoa,
I,
and I was trying to tell you
you.
why.
That's not. Okay, whatever. Just forget it. Listen,
Wait, do you think when they have the monkeys in the factory they're wearing suits?
no, they're
I
probably
mean,
all
come
wearing
on.
like they're wearing like the like what like little Timmy would wear from the Christmas. What is that called?
Christmas Carol.
Yeah, Christmas Carol. They're wearing like the little caps and the little coats from the like England.
Are they all
Like,
like
please, sir.
deathly sick
Yeah, they're all coughing.
too? Like Tiny Tim?
Yeah, they're all coughing. Some of them have a limp, and when they have a limp, they say, "You're fired. Get out of the factory. Get out of the
Oh, and then
coconut factory."
and then they kick them against the wall. And they
Yeah,
go,
and they get cartoon splat. Yeah.
"Oh, do you think there's a bunch of bananas around the factory?"
Well, yeah, and
Oh,
all
I
their
guess you could
lockers and
say the monkeys
lunchboxes.
and bananas.
Do you think they have lunch breaks? They eat the bananas in the lunchboxes.
No, I think that's just called a banana break. I don't think monkeys understand the concept of lunch. I think they only understand banana.
That's how they train them to pick the coconuts.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing with dogs. Like you train them with treats, but you train monkeys with banana.
You know what? Now that I think about it, okay, if it weren't for like the forcing them to perform and like overworking and tethering them and chaining them, I think you could make it. You could make this ethical. You know, I guess I don't have a problem with training monkeys to, like, we train them to do like circus shit. I mean, if it's like if it's safe, I don't mind them. I guess it's taking jobs away from humans, but I mean, we're
I
doing
have
that
an
with
idea.
robots. So,
How
what's
about
your idea?
this? Okay. It's like Jurassic Park, but with monkeys.
What do you mean?
Monkey Park. Like we're trying to, because okay, like when you think about it, training a monkey to do circus stuff, I think like a lot of people look down on that because it's still, when you think about it, it's monkey labor. It's stuff they don't want to be doing. So
Well, yeah,
like, why not just have a big park of them where they get to do whatever the fuck they want, and we get to go and laugh at them?
isn't that a zoo?
And like
Just a
the
zoo,
theme
just
song, like,
monkeys.
you know, the Jurassic Park theme song, but
Yeah,
instead it would go hoo hoo ha 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 hoo hoo ha, like monkeys say.
yeah.
And
I feel
it
you.
says welcome to Monkey Park. And then you walk into Monkey Park, and you look over, and the first thing you see, there's like a monkey, and he's like staring at you, and he's sticking his hand in and out of his ass. He's just making eye contact with you, and he's just sticking his hand in and out of his ass. And then he walks up to you, like trying to like grab your hand, and it's his ass. And he's just looking up at you,
Look,
all
it's like,
innocent.
let me take a picture with it.
It's all innocent, and he's
Mom,
reaching
give
up
a
his
picture.
ass. Would you take his hand or no?
No, no, I wouldn't take his hand.
And then but like he's like looking up at you, and he looks so sad because you didn't grab his hand.
Well, yeah. What would you do? It's like Scary Movie 2, and you're falling out the window, and it goes ooh, ooh, and it puts its hand out.
No, it's scary. Yeah, it's like Scary Movie 2. You're falling out of the window, right? And the monkey runs up, right? He reaches his hand out, but then he holds up one finger and he puts his hand back in and then sticks it in and out of his ass a couple times, and he reaches it back out. I think he like thinks it like grabs, like it adds grip. Like it adds grip to his hand.
Dude,
Because when you
go on, go on.
like monkey use their shit for everything.
Well, yeah, it's their natural. It's what they have.
Like they use
Natural
it
ammunition.
like they use it, like, okay, like if they're under attack, they'll throw it at you. If they need to glue something together, they'll
They'll stick it in.
it's like when you're a kid and you had a school project due and you forgot, and it's the night before, and you have all the stuff you need except for glue,
Uh
but like,
huh.
you have to go tell your mom. You're like, Mom, we need to go
Uh
to the
huh.
store and get glue. And your mom's like, but it's 10 o'clock at night. And you're like, but Mom, please. Monkeys don't have that problem.
Okay,
They just use their shit.
I thought you just said that, and then you just stick your hand in your ass and you pull some shit out,
Yeah,
and you
see,
stand glue.
that's all they do. I mean, when you think about it, when we were kids and
That's
we had
their
that problem,
Walmart. That's their
we could have
Walmart.
just done that. Yeah, like their whole ass is Walmart.
Okay.
Like, you know how cool that would be if you just had Walmart in your ass?
I guess.
I, I was a little hesitant on the start of this podcast, but I think it really picked up.
Uh-huh. I was waiting because this monkey was sticking his hand in and out of his ass. It's like a concept that we've brought up before outside of the podcast, and I was wondering how you were going to integrate it. But that was pretty seamless.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I don't know how I brought that
You're
up,
talking about the
but
monkey park, and is the guy giving you like the tickets or something? He goes, you say, two adult tickets. He goes, oh, and he pulls two tickets out of his ass.
and they're covered in shit.
This is disgusting. Let's just stop it. This is awful.
Do you just wake up and there's a monkey at the foot of your bed and he's just sticking his hand in and out of his ass?
Shut up.
And it's making that noise that macaroni makes when you're stirring it up.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Do you think your dogs could eat a monkey?
What?
Like if your apartment was under attack by a monkey, do you think your dogs could like take it down?
No, absolutely not. They could not take it down. Now, if it was already dead, that's another
Wait, so
story.
you don't think Wallace could throw a rock at it?
No, I don't think he could. He could
Wait,
hurl a
how
rock.
impressed would you be if there was like a monkey and it was like crawling on your walls and shit, and it was like throwing crap at you, and then like you're like distressed, you're like you don't know what to do, and then like you see Wallace run in with a rock in his mouth, and the next thing you know, the monkey's unconscious on the ground and the rock's right next to him.
Check, what do you do? Because you have a bunch of dogs at your house, or yeah, your mom's house. Like, what would you do if you were being attacked by a monkey, this rogue monkey escaped from the zoo, and it's got you pinned down, and then you hear and like all the Ewoks and Return of the Jedi, all the dogs come out, and they all have these rock-based contraptions to hit the monkeys with.
Wait, and then I look out my window, and there are four individual cars parked outside of the house, like they all drove to where I am just to save me.
Yeah, and they brought some of their dog friends to help out. Like one of them swinging a rock with a string attached to it with his mouth, and he hits it in the head, knocks it out. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think my dogs could handle that. Now, I do think they would eat me if I was dead.
Your dogs?
Yeah, you know how like there's like stories like older owners that like they die and their cats or dogs eat their bodies. Usually
Yeah, I
start
mean,
with the
I've heard a
face.
bunch about. It's this weird thing because, like, every time I hear about that, it's mainly cats, but I feel like dogs are painted to be like more vicious in like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah,
like,
cats are a little bit less attached to us, so I think they're more likely. But dogs, they definitely can. I think it depends on the dog. But some dogs,
well,
they are known to eat their owners.
I think dogs care. Yeah, dogs care a little bit
It's
more.
more like
Like,
desperation.
well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think, let's say you died and like you're not able to feed the dog anymore, but I feel like your dog would be able to find a nut. Like it would be like last case, like they would eat you. Like if they had to eat you, they would. But I think they would like eat everything else in the house that they can get a hold of first.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I agree.
well,
You want to talk about something a little less dark? Here's something a little bit less dark. Let's talk about Jonestown, the Jonestown monkey, Mr. Muggs.
Mr. Muggs.
Yeah. So, a little background. If you don't know who Jim Jones is, he's this guy. He had a cult, uh, the People's Temple, and they all went down to South America, a place called Jonestown, and they all killed themselves in the 70s. Apparently, Jim Jones was like he loved monkeys. And he had this famous monkey. It was their mascot. It was called Mr. Muggs. You know about Mr. Muggs?
Yeah, I know a thing or two about Mr. Muggs. I know that, see, Jonestown, that's the one where they were drinking the Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah. They had a bunch of
This
kids
is
drinking
my
the Kool-Aid.
theory behind okay, as we all know, Mr. Muggs was shot. He was killed, right? They
Supposedly,
found
yes.
him dead in Jonestown. My theory is everyone was drinking their Kool-Aid, but then there was this one guy, right? And he was about to drink his Kool-Aid, and he noticed that Mr. Muggs wasn't drinking his Kool-Aid. So they shot him. I like to believe that these people treated Mr. Muggs as like an average human, and when they saw that he wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid, they thought he was backstabbing them. And so
Oh,
they shot him, and then that guy continued to drink his Kool-Aid.
there's a
Because I
lot
mean,
for
Mr. Muggs, how are you gonna shoot him, and then you guys are all gonna drink Kool-Aid? That's kind of
I
fucked
think
up.
they shot people that would like were kind of not into it. I think, or like
Yeah, and
children, maybe. I don't know. Or it was just like if it's like if you need to. Maybe they didn't have enough. There was like 900 people. Um, yeah, no, I heard conflicting reports about who shot him. I heard there was some. People weren't sure who shot him. But
oh wait,
apparently, here's you want to know something really interesting about Mr. Muggs and his
yeah.
death. His remains are apparently among the many others that were deceased, and they were, I think they were incinerated or no, cremated, and they're currently at the Dover Air Force Base. So I think the Area 51 raid. I think we can get people together and we can go liberate Mr. Muggs's remains.
Well, it's weird that you say that because before you even okay, like my last thought in my head before you started talking was, I wish I had his remains in my house.
Right. I mean, it's
But
a
like
shame it's
that
not
was
the full
before.
skeleton because I would love his skull.
Well, that's what I was gonna
Just
say. Like
imagine
this
the
is
story. It's a story
before.
you tell people.
Like it was before you were talking about his being incinerated because I didn't even know. I was just thinking how cool it would be to have the whole Mr. Mugg skeleton in the corner of my room.
I mean, yeah, it was so cool.
But
Imagine being one of the people that like found the bodies. There's like 900 dead people as children, and then it's just a fucking chimpanzee, and then it's just in the middle of it with gunshots in his head. You're like, well, put it with the others. Burn it.
they show up they show up to the scene and they see all these lifeless bodies and they look over at Mr. Muggs and they're like, that's a fucking weird looking human. Wait, are all their ashes mixed in together or do they each have like an individual urn? Like,
That's
do
how
you
I
think
assume.
if we're going to liberate Mr. Muggs, we have to pick out his ashes?
Yeah, see, I was like, because I was wondering, yeah, like why are they kept at this Air Force base? I'm assuming it's like the ones that weren't identified or like they couldn't be returned to families were just like kept in this place. So yeah, it might be just mixed in. We might have to like sift through it, do some DNA analysis if there's even DNA
Wait,
left.
do you think they called Mr. Muggs' family and told them that he didn't make it?
I hope they did. They
Because I
deserve
mean,
they deserve
Mr.
closure.
Muggs, that's what I was gonna say. His mom needs to know.
You think we
She's
can
probably
contact
still
her?
worried to death because I mean they're monkeys. They can't use Google. They don't know how to
It's a damn
spell.
shame. All the victims of that mass murder, the mass suicide. Um,
But like, see, like no, but see, that's the thing. It's like that monkey that was in love with Robin Williams. They had the decency to call her and tell her that Robin Williams passed, but they didn't call Mr. Muggs' mom.
yeah, she did a little sad video on like Robin Williams is dead. I am sad. Yeah, no, that's just terrible. Did you also okay? Here's something that actually fucked me up. I was reading the article about the Jim Jones monkey. Apparently, in the early days of People's Temple, Jim Jones would raise money by importing spider monkeys from South America to Indiana, and he would sell them door to door for $29. And then after the sale, he would invite
That's a
the buyers to the
steal.
church, and that's how he got many of the followers he had. So
I'm
these
gonna
were all
be
monkey
honest.
enthusiasts.
If somebody came and knocked on my door, right, and they said, "Right now, I will sell you a spider monkey for less than $30, but the only
That's so
catch is
suspicious.
you have to join my cult," I would say, yeah.
$29. I
If,
mean, I
if I'm getting a spider monkey for 20, no tax.
I know, yeah, like I know that is like 70s money, but that's like less than the price of some dogs. Like for like a
Like,
hybrid, like a expensive breed. That's
yeah,
like
no, because
cheap.
I know somebody who has I think it's like a pit bull, and their pit bull was like 5 grand.
What do you what? Really?
Yeah, no, because well, I think it's
I guess it's
like
like a yeah. I guess because they're
it
pit
could be a
bulls.
certain type, but like you need. I know in our state, don't you need a license to own a pit bull?
Yeah, probably.
So like I
Do
think
you
that
need a
has to
license to own
go
a
along
monkey?
with
I mean,
it.
maybe it's the '70s and no one cared, but like, where do you buy a monkey now?
Well, no, but like if I imagine if somebody knocks on my door and they're like, "Hey, $29 for this monkey," and I give them 29 in cash, like I mean, there's no written agreement. I think like as long as they're not telling people, I'm not telling people.
I mean, I guess, but monkey is just such a hard. Like, you can't. They can escape. Like, they can learn how to escape, and like, they're
Well, I
smart
mean,
enough to
if
like
it,
be miserable. Like, it'd be so hard to take care of a monkey.
but like if it escapes, as long as it doesn't tell anybody, I'm not gonna tell anybody.
What do you mean?
like,
It's just a
cause
loose
like,
monkey. You just gonna let it go?
well, I mean, like as long as it's not telling
It's
anybody,
gonna be a bunch of cats with their heads bashed in on the street.
wait, would okay, like how much trouble do you think I would get in if, like, let's say the monkey escaped, but like, there's no documentation saying I ever owned this monkey. Technically, the monkey just like it was in my possession and it slipped through my fingers, right? I know it
Yeah.
escaped, but like nobody else knew that I had it. So like, if it like goes on like a rampage and starts killing things, like if they found like they would never find out it was me.
I mean, maybe, but I'm sure like that the seller could come out. Maybe Jim Jones could rat you out in the future, or
Well,
like he
then
feels
he
guilty
just
about it.
well, if he like comes out and starts to like then he just lost a member to his cult. Good job, Jim Jones.
I guess that's
I'd be
true.
I'd be kind of pissed.
Yeah.
But we were talking. This is a little off topic from monkeys, and we can go back to the monkey business in a second.
Hmm.
Um, we were talking about Mister. You said something about Mister Mug's skull,
Huh.
and we can talk about this. And if you want to leave it in this one, that's fine. If not, you can cut it. We can talk about it in another podcast. But I recently acquired something
Okay.
a couple weeks ago.
You don't have a
Um,
skull.
okay, well, it looks like a concrete skull, but there's a story behind it. Um, so I met this older gentleman, and we were just out, we were just taking the piss, we were just having a good time.
Huh.
And he told me that he owned a little oddity shop and that I should stop by sometime. And I stopped by, and he had this thing on the counter, and it was like this whole. I'll send you a picture of it, and we can put the picture somewhere. And I was asking him, I like it was like a concrete skull, and like the eyes have like these like crosses in them, and there's a giant eye on top of it. And I was asking him what he knew about it, and he was telling me this is the story he told me from
Uh-huh.
the person he bought it from. He said that it is believed it's a skull that was believed to belong to a victim of one of the witches during Salem witch times.
Okay.
And then he said, legend has it there is something attached to it. And
What?
ever since I got it, no, I know you don't believe in this kind of stuff, but
Okay.
ever since I've had it, it's been okay. I've had it like sitting in my room. I've been having nightmares every night since I've got it.
Jesus.
And I swear it moved the other day, like not by a lot, like only by like a couple centimeters, but like I am pretty sure there is something attached to it.
Jack, why did you buy that?
Also, he sold me human teeth.
Why? Why would you what did you hope to gain? What did you gain?
I was thinking maybe I could eventually like have like a little oddities museum or something.
I
He said the teeth
guess.
belonged to a kid named Grant.
What? Is this a living child?
He didn't tell me. He
He
didn't
didn't tell
specify
you.
whether like
He did
Grant is
not
still
tell you where
alive.
these teeth came from.
He said they belonged to a kid named Grant. And that's all I needed to know.
That's all you needed to know. That's not
And
that's not a what?
Well, okay, so it was when he told me he was telling me the big long story about the skull, right? And then I was like, I was holding the teeth in my hand when he was telling me the story. And I was like, what about the teeth? And very like offhanded, he was like, I think they belong to a kid named Grant. Anyway, the skull. And he kept telling me about the skull.
That could mean anything. That could be
And this was like
like,
a couple weeks ago, and I haven't
why
like
did
I was
why did
I
he
texted
sell
you.
them?
Well, he had a bunch. There was one thing in there that like I really wanted, but he said he wouldn't sell it. It's just for display. He did have like a legitimate like human skull in there.
What the fuck?
I don't even know how that's legal, but he had one, and then he had a whole human skeleton as well.
How is that legal?
I don't know, but he said he used to rent the human skeleton out to some church nearby when they would have Halloween events.
No, wait. That's like
But he told me, I'm pretty
what?
sure he told me that he did not tell, like, the church did not know that it was a real human skeleton. And he
Oh,
would, like, rent it out to them for Halloween events.
no,
And he
wait.
just thought it was, like, kind of funny that they, like, didn't know.
That's so fucked up. That
I
has
thought it
to
was
be
kind of funny.
illegal.
I mean, like, no, but see, like, that's the thing, though. Like, he has the stuff displayed in his store. Like, and ever since then, like, I was, like, trying to find another way to, like, find and buy a human skull. You can't just buy those things.
I wonder
But,
why.
like, he told me he just got lucky when he got his. But, like, still, do you think if I, like, get close enough to him, maybe he'll pass it down to me in his will or something?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know why you would want that, but yeah, maybe.
Well, this is what I texted you about earlier this week when I said, that I had, or maybe this was last week, I don't remember, but I said that I had a story.
It was about the.
And
See, this is what. Okay, folks, this is Simpletons. This is what I'm talking about. He lives a cartoon life. Like that sounds so fake, but I know that's real. I know you're
I can
telling the
send you
truth.
pictures.
I
No,
don't-
because it's like, but like, I know you're like one of those people that don't really like believe in stuff like that, but I'm telling you, there's something going on with the skull that I have in my
I
possession.
mean, I just wouldn't buy it because I would be like I would like psych myself out into to having nightmares about it. Like, why would you want that?
I don't know, but like, I mean, I just like, I'm interested in that. I don't know. I just thought it was like, would have been a cool thing to own. And like, when he was telling me all this stuff, saying that there was something connected to it, I was also kind of like interested. Like, I wanted to know. And I'm pretty sure there is. Like, last night, I had a dream. This was my dream last night because like I've been having nightmares, but the one last night, and this is why I wanted to bring it up, the one last night was like the worst one I'd had. And basically what it was, in the dream, I was like sitting in my bed, and there was this woman. She did not really look like the woman from The Ring, but her movements were like that. And like, so in my dream I was sitting up in my bed, and there was this woman, and I want to say it's either the witch who did the ritual or the victim. I don't know. Whoever's attached to this skull thing. There was like this woman, and she was like, in my dream, was just crawling around my walls. And I remember in my dream, I just kept going, "Stop that! Stop!
Well,
Get down!
can I ask
Stop that!"
can I ask a clarifying question?
Hmm.
Did she crawl up to you and part her hair and then go ooh, ooh, ooh? Because
Oh,
I
and
think
it
that
turned out
might
to
have
be
been
a
a monkey.
monkey.
Yeah, it might have been a monkey dream.
This woman was just crawling around my walls, and then she crawls up on top of me, and then goes, "Ee!" And then like I like rub my eyes, and it's just a monkey in a wig.
Then you wake up and say, "What a fucking nightmare!"
These monkeys are taking over my dreams.
That was a monkey nightmare.
And then yeah, no, and then I woke up and there was a knock on the door. I go downstairs and it's this man, and he goes, "Would you like to buy a spider monkey for
Oh,
$29?"
you look at the calendar and it says 1973.
1973. Yeah, it's just Twilight. I just wake up in the Twilight Zone.
I think we're close to wrapping it up. I just want to just a little more extra information about the Jonestown monkey, Mr. Muggs, that I wanted to share. I wanted to get your thoughts on, if you think this is okay. There were rumors that Jim Jones would order adult followers to place small children in Mr. Muggs' cage as a form of punishment.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Keep going.
Well, I was just like, is that like, do you think he treated Mr. Muggs better than people, like the children?
I
That's how
read
that's how
about
it
that
comes off of.
like a while ago, and like my thoughts was it's like, what would Mr. Muggs do? Because I like to imagine Mr. Muggs as like a nice, like was like a nice chimpanzee, and he'd wear like a detective hat and a trench coat all the time. Like, what if like I'd be kind of offended if I was Mr. Muggs and somebody was throwing kids in my cage as punishment.
Yeah.
Like, would Mr. Muggs beat the kids, or would he just sit there? Like, were the kids scared of Mr. Muggs, or would he like punt? Like, that's why I'm confused. Like, what does that
Maybe
mean?
he just
And
picked
I don't
fights up
really
there.
think it really elaborates on what that means.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really elaborate. It says that's just a rumor, but it's kind of weird. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah, no, I think it's too specific to be a rumor.
Yeah.
I
Especially, yeah.
I don't think it. Frankie, get the fuck out of here!
Frankie, did you
I,
have something to say, man?
yeah, Frankie, Frankie, you're not on the show. You're
Frankie, I
just our
heard
tech guy.
you actually knew Jim Jones back in the day. When you were a little kid.
I did. He actually directed season 2, episode 3 of Malcolm in the Middle.
What was that
He
true?
was actually a very nice guy. I met Mr. Muggs too.
Oh, he brought Mr. Muggs on set. What was he like? His
Mr.
personality?
Muggs, actually, Bryan Cranston was out sick that
Uh,
episode, and Mr. Muggs filled in.
really? I never noticed.
Yes,
he's he's so good at what he does.
he
Mr.
really is.
He really
He's
is.
really good at prosthetic and makeup. That's how he
Oh,
looked,
well, that makes
just like Bryan
sense.
Cranston.
That makes sense because I heard they replaced Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad in the
Hey,
last season.
yes, that's very true.
Replaced him with a monkey.
It was, yeah, they replaced him with Mr. Muggs.
But I thought he was dead.
No, they brought him back for that last season.
Okay, they brought him back. Okay, thanks, Frankie. Thank you for interjecting with that nice information.
Right, bye.
Goodbye, Frankie.
Yeah, sorry about that. I gave Frankie a sock the other day, and now he thinks he's God. Like, he thinks he can just walk in
What does
and
that
do
mean?
whatever he
What
wants.
did he need a sock for?
So I can be free elf.
Okay, I didn't ask you, Frankie. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Just end
see,
this
see what
thing.
I'm talking about?
Just end it, Frankie. End the podcast. Cut the
Let's
cut
all
cut
go
that
to
cut cut
the
that all. Cut the whole thing.
lobby. Let's all go to
The
the
lobby.
lobby.
Let's all go to
Let's
the
all go to
lobby
the lobby and eat
and
some
go
popcorn.
go pet a monkey.
That's good.